Okay. Now I think. Dun, dun, up, up, up. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now I think I'm actually live. Okay, now that I'm actually live, got to actually go and set up the new stream info for today. Yeah, back in Genshin. We'll try to continue with where we left off the other day. Also, I'm listening to the Project X Zone 2 soundtrack. What song is this? Chun-Li? Ooh. It's like Volcano Rim stage. Just Chun-Li's picture. Solid bop. But let's actually get over here, because I think last time I was over here, well, before like the past stream, this was actually just barren. I think we were like up here. And Cloud Retainer was like up there. I don't know why I thought that tree could be cut. Hello, bub.
One trust you have met Shen-He. So, are you getting along quite well?
Kind of goofy you call her a hoe.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua's true fabricator?
I am Shino. Hello, Lynx.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shen-He to some degree.
Even, gosh, Legal Deer? Because Legal Deer is like super young, apparently, I guess, maybe.
Cool. So, what's her adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So, Prince is thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shen-He have an Adeptus name?
I guess she does say Shin-He instead of Shin-Ho, like she said like a couple seconds ago.
Don't all adepti have a special title they go by?
Like how hard the music's going right now.
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shen-He is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with these people.
I might neither. This is a real surprise.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Yes, but she presents herself like a summonable character.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ooh, Shinmu.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shen-He by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains.
Oh.
Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene.
You don't. I wouldn't assume find those kind of things all the time.
Inside was Shen-He, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Well, that's not good.
Sounds so dangerous.
I'm gonna shiv you.
When one arrived, she had already
Wait, wasn't she
been
facing us a couple seconds ago?
this monster for several days.
Several days?
Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with
Interesting.
yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction, ready to strike.
Obviously, your food.
After she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm, did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have.
Stab that thing to death.
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
It's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
Well, she had a cave. Once she killed the other guy that was living there, or unliving there.
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Moon Carver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
You go with blue ropes.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you.
You just an adopting her?
Oh, now you came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest. There seem to have been a growing number of tales told regarding Shenhe in recent years. Perhaps she was seen on the previous occasion when she secretly
Okay, we get back down to our cabin. Uh, journal, where we go now? That's not it. Right now. Okay, the only way I know how to really find out what quest I'm supposed to be on is to go here. Fleeting colors in flight. Go to the quest. And what do I... Okay, I'll wait. Time. Here we go. Main theme, Resident Evil 6. Let's try a different one.
Master has relayed my situation to you. I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me.
I've just been standing out here. I was gonna be waiting to pass the time, just standing in front of your door.
After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do. I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the project.
Yes, let's go ask her little helper. Ningguang's little helper.
After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find them. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Just gonna be sneaking under these steps like a weirdo. Hey, helper! Oh, I didn't make it.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating in the
Hello, avid reader.
but it needs to be tied down by something.
You just let it float up there till we get, I guess, everything built
That
on
means
it.
It's not finished.
Hey, Bud! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Okay, so that chick, and like a Beto's just here.
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Not new, kind of played since the beginning, but took a break around, kind of around the time Inazuma was actually released. and I'm trying to catch up to do the new Lantern Rites Festival, whatever sort of thing. Have to complete all this stuff first.
Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed jade chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the jade chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Byway, we brought some new materials to submit.
One moment. I'll be right.
Wait, who said that? He's behind that box?
The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow.
Yeah, she's gone.
Can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly.
She instantly
The
leaves.
puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Ooh, they're in it too. I can't remember your name. Like you're the opera chick. I have to double check again after this. 6, 7? I guess it'd be more than that.
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Find that just floating in the ocean.
Even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
You look small there.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure we've met.
Because you haven't
I am their friend.
said that so weird.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew.
That's too many syllables.
Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Yunjin, you have her. Hoping to get enough Primo Gems to get John Lee. I think I might pull for him on this. Lynx was here earlier. He's associate of mine, friend maybe. He's played, I think, more constantly throughout this. I was checking up with him to see if that was better. Was either going to pull for him or you? I don't know. Fox chick coming up. But I never really had a good shielder. So I might just pull for him. Remember that was one of the things I didn't like back when I did play. Is like all the event stuff or other stuff was based around having like shield stuff. And I didn't really have that because I didn't really care for any of those characters. So I think I might just go ahead and bite the bullet and get him. I want some other characters more.
Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing with me?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think? Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what
finish this bit and get back to chat.
Itself is really not that difficult
Cool.
to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys,
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask me, Wang Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Interesting.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paima wants to go see it. The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Huh. Convenient. Okay. Now catching back up on this. Opening of Primo Gems to get Zhongli soon. You have a guarantee, which also happy about have a guaranteed next. And I think I only have like 20 more or something to go. You were pulling for Ayato 2. Also, you're going to try and get Diluc and Kaya to reconcile. Excellent. I still need to actually get Diluc. I forgot he's in like the base 5-star pool. I don't think he's the only one I don't have, if I remember correctly. You want all the guys. Only 5-star Gulf characters you're pulling for is family to the guys that I have. Klee. I like Klee. And Shinye, only if they aren't paired with a guy you don't have. But you have most of the Geo characters except for Zhongli. Shinsei was paired up with Zhao, so I just had to pull for Zhao. Let's see, what characters do I have again? Let's see. Jean, Chi-Chi, Mona, Ketching. The only one I don't have there is Diluc. Klee, Ganyu, Eula, and that's it. I want to be honest, not too many of the kind of the characters at this point didn't really interest me too much. I think I tried to at least pull for Raiden Shogun, but I didn't like the design. I wish Raiden Shogun actually looked kind of like a Shogun. As like weird as that may be, because I kind of want, I won't kind of want somebody in armor anyways, but just like, I don't know, I thought she looked a little bit more boring. Although, it's somebody that likes some Japanese stuff. I was surprised how lesser interested I have been in the Japanese stuff. I think that might be some of the like limited body types. I kind of wish there was some more body types for some of the dudes. But like around this time, I don't know, I know she was kind of hyped for some people. Didn't do it too much for me. I don't know, felt like it was like a fire Ganyu, which is kind of cool. But didn't really need her. Kind of pulled for her because I don't actually have any Archons. But I don't know, her personality didn't really interest me. Well, I haven't really reached the point where you meet her in the story. So there's that. Her, I kind of already have a water healer, so didn't really need another one. And I also have Mona, so I have like 2 water magic people. He might have been interesting, but I really kind of always stopped playing around then. Same for him. I didn't really know anything about him. Something about Sumo, although I think he's the one kind of wish maybe had like a little bit of a different body type. Although I'm like he's at least kind of tall. I think he actually fits it better than some of the other male tall characters. Maybe something to do with opera. Didn't really get me excited. Okay, but I have like lots of like cryo characters. I don't really need another cryo character. You would pull for any animal character because you only have the Traveler for that animal. Yeah, I have Traveler, Jean, Sucro, the one I guess also Sayu, but I haven't actually got far enough in Inazuma to actually be able to like level her up to do anything else with her, so it's like I kind of haven't been using her. But let's see if I have Jean. I have Sucrose, and I guess that's it. Besides Traveler, which I will admit, I do main Traveler. New Geocache. Let's see who all was. I didn't really follow too much. I remember whose element was that. Geo. I think that's Geo. I can't really tell the logo up there that well. We were Fire, I think. You Geo too? I can't really read that logo. It's kind of, it's either Geo or Pyro. I can't really tell. My eyes aren't that great. No, not that button. But I guess I'll go ahead and right quick. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Goro, Ito, and Yunjin are all Geo characters. Okay, so there was a long bit of Geo there. Yeah, sure. Not bad. I can't remember if I actually needed any more of her or not. I think there was just one full star, but just double check. Okay, because I think she might be. Oh, yeah, she is at max. Right? Oh, let's just let me view her. Weird. Okay, one more 10 pull. Okay, we thought I was a little bit closer to the 4-star. Or guaranteed 5-star. Range slash. I think that is an old one. A little bit earlier. Okay, I'll take another one of you. I definitely don't have you maxed. I feel like you should be like max now. Or maybe not. Maybe I didn't have her that much high, but I thought I did. I'll back out and check right quick. I thought I had her pretty high up there. C5 Noelle now. Cool. I have, I think, a few max. I think she's Jingling's maxed, if not mistaken. Barbara isn't, hey, very convenient here. Stormbreaker by 3, excellent. Kind of basic, but hey, it makes it a little bit better. Her duration of Stormbreaker, the electro resistance of surrounding opponents is decreased by 15%. Okay. I don't know if that's like that game changing, but I'll take it. Okay, so she's now maxed. Let's see, who else do I have maxed? You see, lost my people like 1. I think like Bennett might even be maxed. I got like a couple random 4-stars maxed. Yeah, got you maxed. Wait, what song? Oh yeah, this is the Sega. I'm gonna skip this song. This one might be more copyrighted. This is the Project X Zone 2 soundtrack in the background. Just want something a little bit different. Got you maxed. You're almost maxed. Bennett's maxed. Noelle's maxed. Official's maxed. Most of these aren't from like really trying to max them. It's just pulling for something else, just getting them all to max. Oh yeah, I got that many of you. Even though like I know nothing about that character. Let me go to the store right quick. I think I have to remember which is which. I think I'm looking for Acquainted Fate? No. I'm gonna get in all of these anyway. Wait, no. I don't have enough now. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple more pulls and come back for the rest of those. Watch as I just bought the wrong ones. Intertwined. Okay, no, that was right. Excellent. And I guess I'm doing single pulls. Although, hey, I guess worst case scenario, if I don't get a Zhongli here, I can actually get. I'll be summoning for Yao Ye, whatever her name is. I haven't like met her at all in like the game story or anything. Anything? I wish there was like a quicker way to skip. Oh, I wish there was a quicker way to skip this stuff. Because like singles getting 3 stars is kind of boring. Like it's not that interesting personally to look. It's just like, yep, another single. Yep, another weapon. I don't need like any more at all. Excellent. I hate how quickly you can click out of that. Okay, that was it there. Though I need to actually check the event stuff because I do have my welcome back rewards. Okay. Anything? Let's see, we have that, and then there is that. I almost wish you could at least have like a skip, unless it's like a 4-star and up button. Okay, and one more. Oh wait, no, it's 160. Have 153. We're getting close though, but we should at least be able to finish up this event hopefully soon. Let's go ahead and just even teleport into the town. That'll make this be a lot quicker. Cathedral, Dot hack. Let's go ahead and see what the next one is. I have no idea this game. I don't remember this character. Dun dun dun. Oh wait, yeah, the dude down here. Yep. Well. Okay, let's see what you have.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master John. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry. Who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, you do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kind of ore we need.
Sure. Well, we'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick
restart? No, I can't just spacebar. There we go.
I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng. If you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosia.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
Okay, I guess we're gonna head there and look for some stuff. I feel like I already have that ore material. Where are we heading to? Ah, down here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and teleport down there and hopefully finish this off. Before you trigger that, let me go ahead and just go over here and grab these.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
Maybe at the top of that, the base is a path.
Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a hero. Cool. A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite. The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me." What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place! But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward. Don't do it, little girl! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, facing fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas,
Like we just zooming on her face.
mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
Oh, look at her.
This story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always
go shank a monster with an exorcism dagger. There's lots of grass here to look through. I do need to head this way. I see a slime. Oh, I need to go up. Oh gosh, up a lot. Keep climbing. Well. Oh, there we go. Next piece.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Symposium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master
You mean
John said
this
we
one?
should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
I'll take that. That color's just iron inside it. So.
Nice and spicy. Let the show begin.
And he's dead. Oh yeah. Wait, what's that? Firefly, 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 firefly. If that house was abandoned. Now you can just kill some of the stuff in this game. Such a weak slap of water. Hello person.
Hey, there really is someone here. Hinton, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. You didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Sybrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here.
Dude seems weird.
Let's have a look around.
Let's have a look
Sorry,
around.
You can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman, if that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's
Shenhe.
shit.
I suppose you can recognize her.
So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Sybrosium, but I think you can find some information.
He suddenly became sentient again.
This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Sealy on top of the building.
You know this guy, Shenhe?
He did say uncle.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around.
Do you know this guy?
Don't worry.
Just called him uncle.
There's no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay.
I kind of figured he said uncle.
We can find in this village.
Unless he's that bad kind of uncle. Hey, what's this over here? Well, first let's go ahead and do that. Exorcist.
An abandoned village. Mount Tianhong.
I used to live to the east of the village, but in around 2 weeks, the mother died of disease. The young daughter went missing. Shortly after, the father hanged himself in a tree in the yard of his own house. Excellent. It's been confirmed that traces of evil god's remains were found in the village. The villagers are panicking, as no one is certain of the evil god's remains are gone for good. Do be careful when you are in this area.
Does this mean that the true story of the divine
It looks like it, maybe.
Certainly matches. So it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep.
Yeah, I want to look at this. Always mine when you can.
The more the merrier. The first round's on me.
What's this?
I said you were gravely ill. Don't worry, I will give you everything I have to save you. My heart bleeds whenever I see you getting worried your illness beyond treatment. How I wish I could suffer the pain for you. You said you had no regrets in this life and you only wish for me to take good care of Shinha, but you regret nothing. Why the tears? I didn't know what I don't know what I've been doing lately, though I still breathe. I feel like an empty shell. I read all the ancient texts I could get my hands on looking for ways to save you, but it's utterly futile. I finally found it. It was Ming Jun. He had kept the book that could save you hidden. I took it and followed the instructions to summon a god and offer a sacrifice. The god appeared, told him that I am willing to exchange my life for yours. He kept silent, only pointed to our daughter Shinha. The god said her fate was to bear the curse of calamity, and that she was prone to bring harm to those close to her. The god also said that she might even have been the cause of your death. In that case, I thought I should. I left her in the cave that God mentioned. 3 days have passed, and still no news. I grow restless from waking, seized by an ominous feeling. I'm sorry, my love. Forgive me, you too, Shinha. Please forgive me how stupid I was, how blind. Let me apologize to both of you in person. Well, that's ominous. Maybe this is the true story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Shenhe is the divine damsel?
Yep. I don't know, I guess.
Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus. And she is about the right age.
What age would you say that would be?
So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh. Looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Perhaps.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrotium. Let's have a look over there.
Up the tree, up the tree, up the tree. It was up here, right? Oh, there's the Sealy. Now, where are you going? Okay. I at least know where your, I don't know, stick thing is. Sup, Sealy? Thank you for the nice treasure chest.
The first round's on me.
The more the merrier. Wait, is there something else in here? That was just light. Out through the door. That's not the door. No, it can be. Where whose game is this? I don't recognize this. Magic engraved on Symposium does not wear off easily. Some believe the stone to be a bridge between the living and the dead. However, finding Symposium is no easy matter. You need to be at the right place at the right time. Legend has it that you may find Symposium if you stand in the middle of the lake south of Mintion at dusk and look in the direction of the setting sun. Okay.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tiananmen, and we'll find us some symposium.
Uh-huh.
Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news.
I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Bum 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 bum.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back.
Oh, and I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end.
And he walks off and leaves.
Shenhe, look. This tells us
As if he could not main character should.
All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Like,
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
wow, I thought I recognized this song. Sounds so different. It's from Fire Emblem Awakening. It's been a bit since I played this, so maybe I'm just not recognizing it that well. It sounded like a little bit of remix.
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe, Yunjin, cut the chit-chat. Let's go. We can't let someone else beat us to it.
What's this song from? Shoot and Rescue, Space Channel 5. Part 2. Not that version. No, that's not too far away. I did just run off a cliff though. Dun 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 dun. I'm looking forward to playing Project X Zone 2, and also just looking forward to doing more of the first one as well. I'm just going to bushwookie it until later. I guess until about then. It's a little dusky-ish. Around 17:30. Bushwalking it some more. We're big on that bushwalking. Okay, what do we need to do? Did I wait too long? Am I not in the right place? I guess I skipped it. Okay, we'll try again. This quest is getting annoying,
It's hard to remain
especially annoyingly long. Chicken.
At the frying pan, into the fire.
So, what are we waiting here for? It's past the time now. I guess we just wait here. Which is kind of boring.
I can't decide whether pyroslime tastes better with salt
Yeah, I don't think this quest seems to be working. Unless I'm supposed to go over here and pick that up. I don't get this. See if we can beat up these guys. I might end the stream here. I wanted to do a little bit more, but I don't. I'm probably gonna look up a guide for this because yeah, that's not working. I stood there for the right time. Maybe we just have this lake drained or something. Oh, get down. No, I never want to cook. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm actually supposed to be doing here for this quest. Because I feel like I did what was asked of me. No, wait, now there's something I can loot on it? Maybe it me. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. And after this, I have other stuff I can do. This game's tilting me already. Hello? Just to make sure, there's nothing like else I need to do here. Why does it want me to go to that quest? Another character is needed for this. Well, it would have been nice if you would have told me that. Okay, well, so the stream's over.